Kansas City and your New York Yankees.
Yep.
Again, series is tied 1-1. Game 1, the Yankees took this one 6-5. There were 5 lead changes throughout this game.
5 lead changes. 5.
5 of them. But the big controversy came with Jazz Chisholm stealing second base. And what was that, the 8th inning?
I don't remember.
He ended up being the winning run. Let's look at this real quick. I got the video up. So here's Jazz. Got Michael Lorenzen on the mound. Throw down. It's up high.
7th.
Okay. Umpire calls him safe. Oh, there's dirt between. And here, we're going to zoom in real quick. You can see daylight between his cleat and the bag.
Where it's but I don't see a tag.
Oh, you can see it on his cleat. Here, watch again.
No.
Watch again. You can see it.
No. Can't see it.
Open your eyes, Brig. Uncover your eyes. You can see it.
No, if you don't.
Right? Boom. There it is. That's the one. It's
right.
on his ankle. Yeah, 100%. He is absolutely out. However, somehow, not quite so coincidentally, the replay center, which is in New York, by the way.
Excuse me, quite so coincidentally. You back all the way off here, Brad. You don't know anything.
Said the call stood, and he was safe.
Yeah.
Ended up being the winning run.
Yeah, get right.
No,
he should have been out there.
Absolutely should have been out.
I was pretty happy.
I will say this about the replay system, Brig, is that sometimes that right there feels like the fault of the replay system. Is that you have to have it in the stadium, so you have a visible third party, neutral third party,
right,
making the call.
Yep.
You can't have somebody who has been sitting around watching the game, sipping on their big gulp, and then queuing everything up, twisting all their knobs and whatever that needs to be done, right?
We've talked about this plenty of times. I don't disagree with that. There needs to be an extra umpire or some kind of official that's their job to sit there and pay attention to that.
Yeah, I absolutely think that's the way it should be. And it's really frustrating as a fan who doesn't really have a dog in this fight when things are wrong like that, and then it goes on to affect the outcome of the game, because that's not what you want to see.
Right, and it did affect the outcome of the game, but probably not as dramatically as you may think.
Because the winning run, so
but you're right. But listen, here's what I want to say. Okay, and maybe I'm not paying close attention to what you're saying because I can't get this off of my. This is like stuck here. You know what I mean? And until I get this out, I can't move on.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
I said that if the Yankees were going to get booted out of the playoffs, it was because they got left guys on base, right?
Right.
That's 100% the problem already. Like, it's already the problem.
Oh, big time. Yeah.
Yesterday, they left 11 guys on base. They went 2 for 13 with runners in scoring position. Then tonight, they left 8 guys on base, and they went 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position.
Okay. You want to know something even crazier? So I learned this when I was an intern for a minor league baseball team, that if you have a runner on base when you're up to bat and you don't drive him in, that's considered left on base for you personally.
Right.
So the Yankees collectively, this was tonight on Monday night's game, 11. Had 22 left on base. Total.
22 total. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Between everybody. So I scroll away. Hold on, let me get back to it. So the worst was Austin Wells. He had 4 left on base. He went 1 for 4, but he had opportunities to drive in 4 guys and he didn't.
Right.
And then on Saturday, it wasn't a whole lot better.
Let's just clarify this. If there's runner on first and second, and Austin Wells steps up to the plate and fails to drive in a run, 2 on him.
Yep.
Then somebody else shows up to the plate, right? In this case, it would be Stanton. He does what Stanton does, nothing, and then loafs about it. 2 guys still on base, 2 counted against him as well.
Yeah, so that's 4 left on base.
Right, that's how the math works.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. So on what was it, Saturday? Was that when they played game one? Yeah, Saturday they had
Yeah.
28.
Right.
And they still scored 6 runs though.
That's
They did
28.
enough to win the game,
Exactly.
but 28.
Exactly. They scored 6 runs. They had 28 opportunities to score runs. 28 at-bats
Stanton,
with
you want to know how many
RBIs
Stanton
possible.
had? Are you ready for Stanton on Saturday?
Oh my. Okay.
Stanton alone had 8 guys.
Oh my word.
0 for
No.
4. Judge had 4.
Oh.
Jazz had 4, and Oswaldo Cabrera had 4 as well.
What
I
is
will
with
say this
Aaron
though,
Judge?
Juan Soto 3 for 5 had 0.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't leave anybody on base all game. That's
Nope.
amazing. That is absolutely amazing.
Listen, I love the Chief Justice of the Supreme Sport. Love him entirely. Okay. But that dude has worked 2 walks and had a base hit, a single. That's what he's had so far. That's not getting it done. It's not. It's the opposite of clutch. We can't have that from the captain. We just can't. It's not going to work.
You're right.
Literally, we follow him. It's not going to get it done. Right now, Austin Wells is outperforming him at the plate.
Yes. Yeah. Which is bizarre.
Excuse me? Yeah, not okay. Tonight, listen.
Sorry, go ahead.
Tonight, Austin Wells, 4 at-bats, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts. Aaron Judge, 3 at-bats, 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Marginally better. Let's go back to Saturday. Okay. Saturday, Aaron Judge, 4 at-bats, 1 run, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Austin Wells, 3 at-bats, 1 hit, 2 RBIs, 2 walks. On balance, I know he's there to protect Judge. He's doing a great job.
He is.
But come on now.
This is the thing is Wells is making them pitch to Judge, which is good for him. But also, Judge is making them pitch to Judge because he's not doing what he's supposed to do.
100%.
No reason to walk him at this point.
Nope.
So, okay, so let's move on to game 2 just real quick. This game 2 is the Royals won 4-2. They hung 3 or 4, I think, in one inning.
4 in the 4th.
Right?
4 in the 4th.
4 in the 4th. That's right. Just strung them together, and they got 4 up there. But the big thing for me though is the Royals have been hanging tough. Lost 6-5 on a controversial call, won 4-2, and Bobby Witt Jr. is 0 for 10.
Dude, same thing with Bobby Witt. 0 for.
So it's almost like Judge and Witt are canceling each other out with their suckage.
Yes.
And then everybody else is doing stuff. Salvi Perez has been the man.
The man. That dude.
Right?
He got everything going tonight against Rodon.
Yeah.
He got it all started.
Yeah, he did. He was the beginning of the end for Rodon. Yep.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think the difference in this series is going to come down to which of those two guys can really get it going, if they can, if either of them can.
Yeah.
So because this is the thing is you can't I don't feel like you can defend either of them though with their performance. Like Judge has been here how many times already? A lot.
Yeah, plenty.
Right. Bobby Witt Jr., you can't say, oh, well, it's his first postseason. I don't care. There's other guys. This is their first postseason. And they're playing well.
Don't want to hear it.
So
nobody wants to hear that. That's an alibi. No. You can't hang on the shoulders of a guy who's your franchise guy. You can't have it both.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Here's the thing for me. Let's say that Witt and Judge continue to basically be ineffective. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to come down to a 1-to-1 ratio all the way down the lineup. And on balance, who's better every day, position by position? Our biggest hole is that Stanton is clogging up the DH spot. There's absolutely no flexibility. Your only option is to bench him or play him. That's it. You can bench him or you can play him. But that guy has, what did they call it? He's got a restricted gait or something like that. He is only allowed to run at a certain speed, no faster, no slower, No throttling up, no throttling back. Aaron Boone came out and made a statement saying basically that we've got him at a specific pace so he will not hurt himself, and he knows he is not allowed to go up or down, and certainly not quickly.
Really?
Yeah. It was a very
Wow.
diplomatic response. It was a very telling response, but he just answered all of our speculation over the last, at least this whole season, if not last season as well, because that dude has been loafing to first base for an extended period of time, and now we know why. I mean, we always knew why. The guy is going to hurt himself. He'll blow a hammy if he goes 3.5 miles an hour instead of 3, right? That's a huge issue. But I have seen him loaf now more base hits in the last 2 games that were, had he gotten on base, things could have kept going. The momentum died, or he was the final out, or whatever it was. It's embarrassing. And the fact that we have $25 million guy running 3 miles an hour up the first baseline is unacceptable. He's embarrassing himself. He's embarrassing the team. And he is very likely, other than the one base hit I've seen from him, let's see. He got a base hit today. I think he got a base hit on Saturday. Let's see. Where is he?
So he's out
Nope,
playing
he
Judge.
got a walk on Saturday. He got a walk.
Okay.
So he's had one walk and one base hit. That's all he's done. It's not going to work. You could be putting guys left, right, and center of him, or instead of him, and throwing up different looks, because at this point he's damn near an automatic out, and I can't stand it. I can't stand it. So if you're gonna, here's my point. Go ahead.
Oh, he's got a doctor's note to run at 75%, though. You can't argue with that.
Exactly. It's covered.
He's not loafing. He's got a doctor's note. He's fine.
Yeah. It's HIPAA certified or HIPAA protected, and it's I don't know what you call it. The HR department will get after you if you try to argue
That's
it.
right, and it could be discrimination if you don't.
That's right. Yes,
because he's got he's got.
Excuse me. I am being ableist. I'm being ableist, and I apologize. I do think, though, to circle back, if you're going to compare lineups all the way down the line, if Witt and Judge cancel each other out, then it's going to come down to who else. And the biggest issue the Yankees have is Giancarlo Stanton.
Okay, you look at Giancarlo Stanton. What do you expect out of Salvi Perez on the bases? He's a better hitter, I'll give you that. But
he is a better hitter.
Him running at 100% is like Stanton running at 75. Let's be honest. He's not fast. He's a catcher, and he's old.
And
I'm not saying that because I don't like Salvi. I like Salvi. Who doesn't? But let's be honest. Like, it's pretty much the same once the ball hits the bat. Like, if he's got to run, he's running about the same speed as Stanton does.
Yeah, but Stanton is not contributing at any other level.
But if he did, then that's what you would be getting. The difference is that Salvi is a playoff machine.
Yes.
That Stanton is just trying to hit the ball 500 feet every time he's up there. He's not trying to drive it to the gap to drive in runs. That's the problem.
Yeah, I know. You have to tell me.
Surface level, I feel like you're getting Salvi and Stanton on the same level.
Okay, then where's the rest of the gap? Like, who's the next gap?
I don't know that there is one, Brig. That's the thing. Like, Soto is head and shoulders above everybody else on that Kansas City roster, but he can't do it by himself. And I think that's why we're going to get a really good 5-game series.
Yeah, he can't do it by himself.
Because they're really well matched. And the thing could just be timing. You could just hit the timing just right, get Soto up in the 8th or 9th inning to get you the runs that you need in game 3 and 4 to close this thing out. But you can't count on to somebody else step up. And it could be Jazz.
Well, it could be Jazz. And I will say that on Saturday, Alex Verdugo had 3 at-bats, 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 RBI, and a walk on Saturday. Nobody saw that coming.
No, nobody saw that coming. Absolutely not. No, but this is the thing with Jazz. He hit that 9th inning home run tonight, which ended up being moot, right? Didn't matter. But it did matter to the point, I would say, that it made that game interesting because you had the tying run at the plate in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Yep.
right? So ultimately, it didn't end up affecting the outcome, but it ended up affecting the situation and made me continue to watch for the final out.
The last thing I want to say about these Yankees, okay? We have not seen Ben Rice one time.
Nope.
We saw Cabrera and Birdie have now taken turns at first base. Both totally serviceable. Shocked.
Birdie was good.
I'm shocked. I'm like,
Birdie looks
what is
good over
going on?
there.
He does. And Cabrera, he got some just awful throws and scooped every one of them, picked every one of them out of the dirt. Like unbelievably clutch. These guys stepping in and picking it, jumping into a role that is very hard and doing some OJT. It's kind of what it feels like, and slaying it. It's awesome.
Yeah. So that play, that throwing error by Jazz tonight over at first
Yeah.
base,
Yeah.
I was surprised that Birdie made it look as close as he did, because like the throw was offline. I was like, oh, he's safe. And they showed the replay. I was like, wait it. Oh yeah, no, he did miss the tag.
Yeah. When he came behind him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a lot closer than
It
it should
was
have been.
really close it depending on what angle you saw, but it looked closer
Yeah.
than it
There
was.
was one
Yeah.
angle they showed where it did look like they got him,
Yeah.
or that he made the tag. But yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think this is going to shape up to be a much better series the rest of the way than we figured it would be, because specifically because Judge and Witt haven't shown up. Whenever they
Yeah.
do, there'll be the difference. But at this point,
I think
things
so.
look mostly even, I feel like.
That was left on base, though. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
That's the thing is it feels like a shotgun approach with the Yankees, where it's like, let's
Yeah,
just get as many guys on. And I know, I understand the approach is always get as many guys on base as you can,
for
but
sure.
they're kind of just like firing it out there, and then like, let's get just like a few across.
Yeah.
you know
Exactly.
but
Exactly.
could you
It's
imagine if they cut that number in a quarter?
just 25% better. If they were 25% better, they'd be blowing these games out of the water.
That's like 5 more runs on Saturday.
Yeah.
um what, 7 more runs tonight?
6 or 7. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm
It's
saying. If they
crazy.
could just capitalize on the foundation that they are clearly building and capable
Mhm.
of building,
Yeah,
everything would be
yeah,
fine, but they don't. And it's driving
it's
me
crazy.
nuts.
Crazy, man. Okay, well, this series is going to continue in Kansas City on Wednesday. That game starts at 7:08 p.m. Eastern Time, and then Thursday, 8:08 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm sure we'll be tracking that one during the live on Thursday.
I'm not even going to
So
be
I'll
here.
be doing most of the talking. Brig will be distracted.
Yeah.